Independent client customer Turner, Shaw Renovations. I want to go over real quick a couple of things that we've got to reorder and also some product that we're going to have to change. First thing first, the desk area. Everything went fine here as far as fitting all the cabinets in place. The only thing that came up was that this electrical here was actually right in the line of where the countertop was going to go. So I talked to the customer about maybe a tip-up receptacle that goes in the back in the countertop. It's a square that's cut out, or possibly a grommet that would go in the back of this, and then she could drop down and run this box underneath and plug up underneath. She said it's going to be a makeup mirror that's here that's plugged up all the time. Either one would work. It's just what a preference is. Now, just so you have an information about that, with the drawer in, you've got about 2 3/4 inches of space behind the drawer, and then from the drawer box, you've got 3/4 of an inch and then 1/2 of an inch. Okay, so you've got about 1.25 inches plus the countertop thickness is 1.25 inches, so you've got about 2.5 inches total before anything actually touches the top of this drawer box. Now that's the only thing on the desk area, so on that one we're good. Over here on the 48-inch vanity, originally this showed on the drawing to be 49 inches wide. It's actually only 48.25. That 3/4 of an inch came out in a big way here against this on the left side. When you pull this, we actually are touching the front. Okay, we tried to offset the drawers here to where we would miss the front of it. It barely misses it, but when you do that, the door actually opens and touches. So that one there is still going to be a no-go. So we're going to reorder these 3 drawer fronts at 11 inches wide by a certain height. I've given the height to Tina about which each one is. So we're going to need to reorder those 3. On these 2 here, so these are like 5-inch handles, and they had some 6-inch handles in the room, and so the customer was telling us that she brought us all 4 of the 6-inch handles, but I don't have but 2 of them here. We can't find them. We went through the garbage boxes. We went through everything. We can't find the other 2 6-inch handles that she said she brought in. She put them in the bottom down here in the bottom of that tray. Now that being said, when we did these, we had a jig for these, so these doors got drilled in the wrong spot. So we're going to have to order both of these doors. Just they were on a jig, so they went ahead and put them on and everything, but it was my mistake because the customer told me that we need to put the long ones. So we're going to order these 2 doors, these 3 drawer fronts that are going to be replaced. So that's why I've got 2 doors rode up here on the top of this. Rollout tray works just fine here. Got that one. Slow close, everything works good there. And then over here, you can see we're still 1/4 inch from the wall, about 3/4 of an inch down here. So the wall's a little out of plumb, so we put a piece of scribe back there to hide that gap. So there's where we're at with the 4. Now we have the 3 short handles here for these 3 drawers when we go to put those on. Now this is the 45-inch piece. Okay, so the customer just came in. They actually found the 2 other handles, so we do have the 2 6-inch handles here. We also have the extra hinge. That's what's wrapped up in blue with all the tape and a touch-up kit. Went ahead and put one of the hinges on and went ahead and drilled for the other hinge below. This is going to be a double set of doors that are already on order. These drawer fronts are all just fine. They have all 6 of them, and they're installed. I went ahead and took this handle off because, of course, it was the wrong offset. Just like if it was the other one, it would have been a shorter one. So the 2 doors, when we put them on, definitely have the 6-inch handles for those 2. And as far as that goes, the openings and everything that we've got, we're good on this 45. We have about 1.25 inches, 1.125 on 2 sides for it, scribed to the floor, so this one worked out real well. The bottom, they opted to have the furniture bottom on them, so everything is open on the furniture bottom. Same thing here. Everything is open there, and we're pretty tight to the floor. They're going to end up having to do baseboard back here after they're done with their painting, as well as baseboard on the right-hand side, but all that's done. And then the last thing I wanted to mention, we did have to take off this piece of trim here to be able to get the unit into the opening. So you'll need to recaulk and paint this. I just want to make sure someone doesn't miss that little detail. We caulked the nail lines and stuff, but you can tell back here it's going to have to be recaulked and repainted to the back of it. There was just not enough room to get above everything with the pipes coming out of the wall, so we had to go straight in with it, and the only way to do that was to take off the trim to make it fit into the opening. Okay, that's a decent amount of stuff there, but I believe everything's going to be fine. Everything will be on order whenever Tina gets this. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call at 423-650-1051. Have a great day.